Hello and welcome to Workspace ONE 101, a free video training course on how to quickly configure and deploy Workspace ONE as a standalone enterprise mobility management solution. This video is brought to you by UEM Authority. Let's get started. Managing directory settings in Workspace ONE Access. In this video, there will be three parts. Part 1. Viewing and modifying the directory configuration and sync settings. Part 2. How to trigger manual sync. Part 3. How to add and delete users from the security group. Now, on to Part 1. You can set up a sync schedule so that users and groups are synced automatically from your Active Directory or LDAP directory to the Workspace ONE Access service at regular intervals. Click Identity and Access Management. Click Directories. Next, click on the directory you would like to sync. Click Sync Settings. In the Sync Frequency tab, adjust the sync frequency to your preferred setting. We're going to select once per day, and after this, we'll click Save. Now, navigate to the Sync Service tab. Here, you can verify the Workspace ONE Cloud Connector server is visible. You can also add or remove sync services from this tab. Click on the Domains tab up the top. Domains are automatically listed below. If you can't see your domain, try tapping Refresh. Next, let's explore the Mapped Attributes tab. Click the Attributes in the Directory column. The attributes in the Directory column are mapped to Active Directory attributes. If the directory attribute is not mapped to the correct Active Directory attribute, try selecting it from the drop-down menu. To manage the list of required attributes or to add attributes that are not listed, go to Setup and then click on the User Attributes page. Now, navigate to the Groups tab. Here, you can select the groups you'd like to sync. You can enter the top-level group that you would like to use as a filter. Once done, click the Select Groups button to apply your filters and select specific groups to sync to the directory. Once done, click the Select Groups button to apply your filters and select specific groups to sync to the directory. Next, let's navigate to the Users tab. Here, you can select the users you would like to sync. All users found under the DN are also synced. If you'd like to use LDAP filters, append a semicolon to the DN, then enter the filter. To exclude any users from syncing, you can add exclusion filters. Next, please navigate to the Safeguard tab. Sync safeguards limit the number of changes that can be made to the user and groups when the directory syncs. Synchronization will fail if the changes are more than the percentage that is set. If sync does fail, go to Manage, then click on the Directories page, and click Sync Now to manually start the process for the directory. Finally, click Save and Close. Great! You have successfully set up a directory sync schedule in Workspace ONE Access. Next, on to Part 2, syncing a directory manually in Workspace ONE Access. In this exercise, we will sync users and groups manually from Active Directory to Workspace ONE Access. First, we will add the new organization units. Second, we will create a new security group with the name UEM Admin Users, all in caps. And third, we will sync to Workspace ONE Access. Please head to your Active Directory server. Once your server is open, Right-click on your domain and go to New, then Organization Units. Enter the name UEM Admin and click OK. Right-click on UEM Admin and create a new group with the name UEM Admin Users. And click OK. Next, head to Workspace ONE Access. Go to Users and Groups and click on Groups. Verify the new group UEM Admin Users was created in Active Directory and is not visible in Workspace ONE Access. Click on Identity and Access Management. Then, go to the directory bazaar.com. Click on Sync Setting, Groups, and add the group UEM Admin that we created earlier. Finally, click Save and Close. Next, click on Sync without safeguard. After the sync, click on Users and Groups. Click Group, and verify the group is now visible in Workspace ONE Access. Great, you have successfully finished a manual sync. Next, on to Part 3. In Part 3, we will add 2 test users to check if sync is working correctly. One test user will successfully sync and the other will fail. Step 1. Add the user UEM admin 1 with all required attributes. This is to test sync and should be successful. Step 2. Add the user UEM admin 2 with a missing required attribute. Again, this is to test the sync and the expected result is for it to fail. Step 3. Finally, we will delete the groups and users we just created to tidy up. Head to Active Directory Server. First, we will create the user account we expect to sync successfully. Go to Active Directory and create a new user called UEM Admin 1. Then go to Group, UEM Admin Users, with all required attributes. The required attributes you need to list are the username, last name, first name, and email. Once done, click OK. Then, head to Workspace ONE Access, click Identity and Access Management, then Sync without safeguard. Verify the user is visible by going to Workspace ONE Access, then Users and Groups, then Users. Next, we're going to add the user UEM admin 2 with missing required attributes. The expected result is for sync not to be successful. Go to the Active Directory server and create a new user called UEM admin 2 without the required attribute email ID and add it to the group UEM admin users. Click Finish, And again, go to Workspace ONE Access, then Identity and Access Management, then click Sync without safeguard. You should now see a sync error as the required attribute of email ID was not added to UEM admin 2. To verify, go to Users and Groups, click on Users, click Groups. As you can see, UEM admin 2 is not visible. Next, we're going to tidy up a bit and delete the users and groups we've just created. Go to Active Directory and delete the groups and users UEM admin 1 and UEM admin 2. Next, head back to Workspace ONE Access, click Identity and Access Management, click the bazaar.com directory, and then click Sync without safeguards. To verify this, go to Users and Groups. First, click on Users, and you will notice you no longer have the entries we've just made. Then click on Groups, and again you will notice the groups we've just created have now vanished. Well done! You have successfully synced a directory manually in Workspace ONE Access.